Lena was not like most people in the city. She was quiet, soft-spoken, and always kept her head down when walking through the crowded streets of New York. While everyone around her wore smart clothes with flashing lights and moving patterns, Lena wore a plain white coat and simple shoes. She didn't like too much attention. The world had changed a lot in the last 50 years. After the great human upgrade, machines and humans worked side by side. AI helped with everything: cooking, transport, school, even health. Every person was supposed to get a full medical scan every year. Most people didn't mind. The AI drones were fast, polite, and accurate, but Lena never went. Every time her scan reminder came up on her holoscreen, she deleted it. Every time her friends talked about their scan results, she quietly nodded but said nothing. Deep down, Lena was afraid. Not just afraid of the clinic, she was afraid of what they might find. Her mother had died from a strange illness when Lena was only 6. No one knew what it was. The machines called it unknown genetic failure. Since then, Lena believed her body carried something bad, something dangerous. Now, at 22, she could no longer hide. "Lena, this isn't normal," said her best friend Kara, crossing her arms. They were sitting at a quiet rooftop cafe, robots flying overhead with food trays. "You skipped your health check for 4 years. That's against Earth law, I know," Lena said, stirring her fruit tea nervously. "But I feel fine." Kara rolled her eyes. "That's not the point. What if you don't feel fine tomorrow? What if your genes need support or repair? NovaMed is the best clinic in the world. They have human doctors too now, not just bots. One of them is even famous." Lena looked down. "Famous?" "Yeah. His name is Aaron Vale. He's the youngest billionaire on Earth, built most of the AI tech we use now. But he still works at NovaMed. People say he's strange, quiet, a genius." Lena gave a small, awkward smile. "Like me?" Kara grinned. "Exactly. Maybe he's shy too. Now no more excuses. I booked you an appointment. Today, 3 p.m. go, or I'll drag you there. Myself." Lena's heart pounded. At 2:45 p.m., she stood in front of NovaMed Tower. It rose high into the blue sky, made of silver glass that shimmered like water. The clinic had no doors. A soft female voice spoke as she stepped forward. "Welcome, Lena Roy. Please enter. Dr. Aaron Vale is ready to see you." Her legs shook a little. She walked through a field of light and found herself in a bright, peaceful lobby. Robots floated around, helping people. No sick patients, no smell of medicine. Just clean air and quiet music. A slim assistant bot came to her. "Follow me, please. Dr. Vale is waiting." She walked down a curved hall, heart racing. The room she entered was not what she expected. There were no cold metal tables or blinking machines. Just a desk, a plant, and a large holoscreen showing the Earth from space. A young man stood by the window, wearing a white coat. His dark hair was slightly messy. His eyes looked calm but sharp, like he saw things others couldn't. He turned around. "Hello, Lena," he said softly. "I'm Aaron Vale. Thank you for coming." She froze for a second. He didn't look like a billionaire. He looked normal. But when he smiled, there was something deep in his face, like a light hidden under still water. I was nervous," she said quietly. He nodded. "I know. Your scan history shows 4 years of silence. May I ask why?" Lena hesitated. Then, to her surprise, she spoke honestly. "My mom died from something the machines couldn't explain. They called it a gene failure. I'm scared it's inside me too." Aaron didn't laugh. He didn't tell her not to worry. He simply walked to the wall, tapped a small button, and a soft scan field appeared. "Let's find out," he said kindly. "And I promise whatever we see, we'll face it together." Lena took a deep breath and stepped into the field. As the scan moved over her, she expected cold feelings or strange pain. but it was warm and gentle like light rain. She closed her eyes. The hum of the machine faded after 2 minutes. She opened her eyes. Aaron was staring at the screen. His face was blank, but his eyes were wide. He was quiet for a long time. Then he whispered something. "Impossible." Lena stepped forward. "What is it?" He turned the screen away quickly. "Nothing dangerous," he said too fast. "You're fine. Actually, better than fine. You're healthy." But Lena saw his hands shaking. Something was wrong or too right. "Tell me the truth," she said. Aaron looked at her. Then he smiled, but it wasn't a smile of joy. It was a smile of wonder and worry. "Lena," he said softly, "your body carries something rare, something I've only seen in ancient records. It's not a sickness, it's a mystery." She frowned. "What kind of mystery?" He paused. Then he said the last thing she ever expected to hear. "Your DNA may be part of a forgotten experiment, something not fully human." Lena could not stop thinking about what Dr. Aaron Vale had said. Your DNA may be part of a forgotten experiment, something not fully human. Those words kept repeating in her mind like an echo. As she left the scanning room, her hands were still cold. Aaron had told her she was healthy, but his eyes said something else, something deeper, something secret. The assistant bot guided her to a small waiting area. It looked like a garden with green lights, moving butterflies, and quiet water sounds. But even that peaceful place could not calm her. After 10 minutes, Aaron returned. His coat was gone, and he now wore a dark blue shirt with a glowing medical badge on his arm. He sat across from her. "Lena," he said gently, "I need to talk to you, not just as your doctor, but as a researcher." She nodded slowly. "I didn't lie when I said you're healthy," he continued. "You are, but your DNA has markers I've never seen in a living human. Only in old research logs, classified ones." She tilted her head. "What kind of research?" Aaron looked at her carefully. "Do you know about the Helix Project?" Lena frowned. It was a myth. A secret program from Earth's early space days. They said it was canceled. He nodded. "Most believe it was just a myth, but I found proof it was real. 50 years ago, human scientists tried to unlock the next level of human evolution using alien genetic material. They failed. Or so. We thought, somehow you carry one of those gene patterns." Lena's heart beat faster. "So, what does that mean? Am I alien?" Aaron shook his head. "No, you're human. Completely, but your DNA is enhanced. Quietly, naturally, and it may have activated just recently. That's why your scan showed something no one else has." Lena stared at her hands. They looked the same. She didn't feel stronger or smarter, just normal, just shy. "I don't understand," she said. "Why me?" "I don't know yet," Aaron said honestly, "but I want to find out. That's why I'm asking you to trust me. Come with me to my private lab. We'll do deeper scans quietly. I won't share your data." "Not even with the government?" Lena blinked. "Why secretly?" He leaned closer. "Because if certain people find out what you are, they might try to control you, or worse, use you." She felt a chill run down her spine. Aaron led Lena through a back door. They passed silent halls and moved into a high-speed tube that took them underground. The walls glowed with soft blue light. After a minute, they arrived at a place called Vault 9. Inside, the air smelled different, cleaner, sharper. The lab was filled with soft lights, hovering screens, and glass containers holding strange samples. There were no staff, no bots, only silence. "This is my true lab," Aaron said, "where I study things the world has forgotten." He walked to a large screen and brought up old files, grainy video logs from over 50 years ago. In them, scientists talked about the Helix Coda project to merge alien repair genes with human biology. They had failed in early tests. Many test subjects were too unstable, But then, one video stood out. A female subject had survived. She had passed on the helix markers. To a child, "This file is corrupted," Aaron said, tapping the screen. "But the date matches the time your mother became ill. I think she was that subject, and you are the result." Lena stood still. Her knees felt weak. "My mom was part of this?" Aaron nodded. "She didn't know it. She was probably given treatments during a normal scan, maybe without her knowledge. When the body rejected it, the DNA shifted. But instead of dying, it stabilized in you." Lena felt dizzy. She sat down. "I just wanted a normal checkup," she whispered. "I know," Aaron said. "And I'm sorry it turned into something bigger. But Lena, this could change everything. If we study your DNA, we might learn how to cure genetic diseases, maybe even unlock human evolution." She looked up at him. "But why do you care so much? You're already rich. Already a genius." Aaron hesitated, then gave a small smile. "I was born sick," he said. "I had to rebuild my own body using nanomedicine. That's why I became a doctor. Why I built NovaMed. I wanted to help others so they wouldn't suffer like I did." Lena felt something shift inside her. She had seen famous people on screens, but none of them ever seemed human. Aaron did. Behind the calm face was someone who had also been afraid, just like her. "Okay," she said quietly. "I trust you." Over the next few hours, Aaron ran special scans. They took cell samples, mapped her DNA, and built a 3D model of her gene code. What they saw amazed them both. "You have hybrid markers," Aaron explained. "Your body heals faster. Your brain absorbs patterns quickly. Your senses are more alert. But it's hidden, your body isn't showing it on the outside." Lena looked at the screen. It was beautiful, like a glowing tree inside her. The helix markers sparkled like stars. "Does this mean I'll change?" Aaron nodded slowly. "Not like a monster, but maybe like a butterfly, quietly, bit by bit." Lena gave a small laugh. "That doesn't sound so bad." Suddenly, a red warning flashed on the wall screen. "Incoming data request. Foreign network signal DZD." Aaron jumped to his console. "No," he said, typing fast. "This signal. It's not human. It's scanning for something rare." Lena stood beside him. "They found me," she whispered. Aaron turned to her, his face serious now. "This is bigger than I thought," he said. "They're not just looking. They're coming." A red glow filled the lab. The warning kept flashing on the screen. "Foreign network signal detected." Aaron moved quickly, hands flying over the controls. "This isn't from Earth's system. It's from something outside our planetary network. Something watching from far away." Lena stood still, heart beating fast. "Do you mean aliens?" Aaron nodded once. "I've seen this kind of code before long ago, during my work with off-world security projects. But this one is more advanced. It's not just watching, it's searching. And now it has found a match you." Lena stepped back. Her hands trembled. "But I didn't send anything," she said. "I didn't upload anything." "You didn't," Aaron said, trying to stay calm. "But when we ran your deep scan, the results briefly touched NovaMed's central system. Even though I tried to keep it offline, one small file synced with the cloud. So now they know I exist?" Lena whispered. "Yes," Aaron replied. "And if they come looking, they won't come in peace." He turned to another screen and activated a firewall dome, an invisible shield that wrapped around the lab like a bubble. Outside networks were blocked. Everything inside was now secure. But that wouldn't stop a physical threat. Aaron turned to Lena. "You need to leave the city. They might try to take you quietly. We don't know how many people or systems they've already infected. Take me where?" She asked. "I have a safe house," he said. "Deep in the mountains. Hidden from satellites. We'll go tonight." Lena nodded, though fear still clouded her eyes. Will they hurt others to find me? I don't know, Aaron admitted. But I won't let them get to you. For the first time, Lena saw a different side of him, not the genius doctor, not the rich man on every news feed, but someone ready to protect a person he barely knew. And yet, she no longer felt like a stranger around him. Night fell over New York. Lena and Aaron left through a private tunnel beneath the lab. It connected to an old transport pod, built during the early AI wars. It looked dusty and unused, but when Aaron tapped a small panel, the lights turned on and the engine hummed to life. They entered and sat side by side as the pod launched into the darkness beneath the city. Outside the window, tunnels flashed by. Like glowing lines. Aaron, Lena asked softly, do you think these aliens have been watching us for a long time? He looked at her with a thoughtful expression. I think so. Maybe even since the Helix project began. The gene marker inside you, it's not just alien in nature. It's a signal, a living beacon. Lena's breath caught. You mean, I'm like a tracker? In a way, yes, Aaron replied. They may have designed the gene not to improve humans, but to tag us, to mark one of us for later. For when they return. But why wait? She asked. Aaron frowned. Maybe they weren't ready before. Or maybe they lost track of the Helix experiments. Now the moment you activated your signal through the scan, it lit up like a flare. After 2 hours of travel, the pod reached the mountain base. It was hidden behind a waterfall, covered with moss and stone. No one would guess there was a high-tech safe house inside. As they entered, the lights turned on automatically. Screens lit up. Drones floated out of their hiding places, scanning the area and then returning to their ports. Lena looked around in amazement. You built this? Aaron nodded. Years ago. For emergencies. I never thought I'd use it for someone else. Lena smiled softly. Thank you for helping me. He gave a small smile back. You're not just anyone, Lena. You might be the key to something Earth has never seen before. They spent the next 2 days in the safe house. Aaron continued studying her DNA. Lena helped where she could, learning more about herself and the world outside. He taught her how to use basic lab tools and even showed her how to activate a shield panel. During one of the sessions, Lena found a file on Aaron's desk. It showed 5 other human DNA scans, all marked failed Helix subjects. She pointed to them. Were these people like me? Aaron came closer. Not exactly. They were earlier attempts. The genes didn't match. Their bodies rejected the code. All 5 died. Lena went silent. So why did mine work? Aaron looked at her with serious eyes. Because your DNA was different. It accepted the signal, but changed it. You didn't become a tool. You became something new. She sat down, trying to take it all in. I don't feel new, she said. I just feel scared. He walked over and sat beside her. It's okay to be scared. But fear means you're still human. It means you care. There was silence for a moment. Then Lena spoke again. Do you ever get scared, Aaron? He paused. All the time. But I don't show it. I've had to pretend I'm always in control, but I'm not. Lena looked at him. You don't have to pretend around me. Aaron gave a real quiet smile. Thank you. On the 3rd night, something strange happened. The lab systems began to flicker. The lights dimmed. Then, the defense drones activated by themselves. Alert. Unidentified object entering mountain range. Aaron rushed to the control panel. A large ship, black, smooth and completely silent, was hovering above the forest outside. It had no visible lights. No engines. But it moved like it was alive. They're here, he whispered. Lena's eyes widened. What do? We run, Aaron said. Not away, but deeper. He pressed a button, and the back wall of the safe house opened, revealing a tunnel. Where does that go? Lena asked. To the first Helix lab, Aaron said. The original one, hidden for decades. If we want to fight back, we need answers from the past. Lena didn't hesitate. She followed him into the tunnel. As the door closed behind them, the alien ship lowered toward the mountain. But the girl it was searching for was already gone, headed into the darkness, where secrets waited to be found. The tunnel was cold and quiet. Soft white lights glowed on the walls, lighting the path ahead. Lena followed close behind Aaron, her heart beating fast. She had never run from anything before, never even broken a rule. But now she was running from something that didn't belong to Earth. Behind them, the alien ship hovered in silence, scanning the mountain with strange red lines. How far is the old lab? Lena asked, her voice echoing softly. About 2 kilometers underground, Aaron answered, looking back at her. It's safe. No one knows it still exists, not even EarthGov, Lena nodded. She trusted him. He had never lied to her. Even when the truth was hard, Aaron always gave it straight. As they walked deeper, the tunnel opened into a wide underground hallway. The walls were covered in dark panels and strange symbols. Lights flickered to life as they passed. This place was built 60 years ago, Aaron said. It was the heart of the Helix project. They reached a tall black door marked Level 0, Biocore. Aaron placed his hand on the scanner. A soft click, then the doors slid open. Inside was a large chamber filled with glass walls, old machines, and data towers covered in dust. Everything smelled like time-old metal, forgotten wires, and history. Lena stepped inside slowly. This is where it all started? She whispered. Aaron nodded. Yes, this is where scientists first tried to mix alien genes with humans. Most of their tests failed, but not all. He moved to a control desk and tapped a few buttons. The power systems hummed. Screens flickered. One of them showed a file labeled Subject 17F, Status Unknown. That's your mother's file, Aaron said gently. Lena's eyes widened. How did you find this? I searched for years, he replied. But the system locked it away, until now. He opened the file. A video started playing. It showed a young woman, no older than 25, sitting in a medical chair. She looked calm but nervous. Her dark eyes were full of questions. Lena gasped. That's her, she whispered. That's my mom. A voice in the video spoke. Day 3. Subject 17F has accepted the Helix serum. No rejection symptoms. Genetic structure is stable. Then the camera zoomed in. Blue light passed over the woman's skin. Tiny sparks shimmered under her veins. Subject shows signs of Helix adaptation. Heart rate steady, neural activity increasing. Suddenly, the woman looked into the camera. I feel awake, she said. Like something inside me just opened. The video ended. Lena's eyes filled with tears. She didn't die from failure, she said. She changed. Aaron nodded. Her body accepted the alien gene. But EarthGov feared what she might become. They erased her file, hid the truth. She escaped the lab and disappeared. Lena turned to him. She had me after that. Yes, Aaron said. And in you, the gene didn't just survive, it evolved. He opened another file labeled Helix Core, Phase 2. It showed advanced plans. The Helix gene was meant to awaken ancient defense systems, hidden in Earth's crust built by a lost civilization long before modern humans. But no one had the key to activate them. Until now. You carry the missing signal, Aaron said. It's not just a gene. It's a code, a message, a command. Lena stared at the screen. You mean, I can wake up something? Something powerful, he said. Earth has hidden weapons, biotech structures that were buried after the first collapse. No one could use them. They needed a living code. Lena felt a chill. So the aliens are coming. And I'm the only one who can stop them? Not alone, Aaron said. I'll help, and others will too once they know the truth. But how do I use this power? She asked. I don't feel different. Aaron smiled. Then it's time to show you. He led her to the center of the room, where a circular platform rested under a glowing ring. It looked like a scanner but bigger. This is the Helix activator, Aaron explained. It was designed to connect the living Helix carrier to Earth's defense core. Lena stepped onto the platform. It felt warm. Close your eyes, he said. Let the system read your code. She obeyed. A soft light moved over her. The machine began to hum. Symbols lit up on the wall, symbols Lena had never seen before, but somehow they felt familiar. She saw flashes in her mind. A great city made of silver towers. Ships rising into the stars. A woman standing on a cliff, her eyes glowing with power. A voice whispered in her ear, "You are not the end. You are the return." She opened her eyes. The entire room was glowing. Aaron stared at the panels. It worked, he said in awe. You activated the Helix core, the first human to do it in over 1,000 years. Lena stepped off the platform, her legs shaky. I saw something, a memory, but it wasn't mine. Probably a genetic imprint, Aaron said. The original Helix species may have left memories in the code, like a guide. Suddenly, the warning lights blinked again. Alert. Intrusion detected, Vault Level 3. Aaron checked the screen. His eyes narrowed. They found us. Lena stood straight. Her fear was still there, but now something else burned inside her resolve. Then, let's show them Earth isn't weak, she said. Aaron nodded. We'll make our stand here. But first, we need to finish one more thing. He handed her a small bracelet made of clear metal. This will link your DNA to the ancient tech underground, he said. When the time comes, you'll know how to use it. Lena placed it on her wrist. The bracelet lit up, a soft blue light wrapping around her skin. I'm ready, she said, and she meant it. The sky above the mountains was no longer quiet. A black ship, smooth like stone and wide as a city block, hovered just above the trees. Its surface had no windows, no engines, no lights, only a red symbol that slowly rotated in the center. Like an eye, watching. Inside the hidden lab far below, Lena stood next to Aaron, her hand tight around the glowing bracelet he had given her. They've landed, Aaron said, looking at the screen. That ship isn't here to explore, it's here to take. Take what? Lena asked, though she already knew. You, Aaron replied. And your code. Lena's heart beat faster, but this time, it wasn't fear. It was something stronger, like a flame rising inside her. Let them come, she said quietly. I'm not running anymore. The ground shook. The lights in the lab flickered as vibrations moved through the walls. They're drilling, Aaron said. Trying to break into the old access tunnel. He tapped into the defense system. We still have some of the Helix base's original shields online, but only for a few minutes. Can we stop them? Lena asked. Not forever, he said, but we don't have to. We only need time. For what? To activate the Earth core, Lena blinked. What's the Earth core? Aaron turned to her. It's the central part of the Helix project. Hidden under Earth's crust, built long ago by an ancient human-alien alliance. A huge defense system powered by bioenergy. But it only responds to one thing. My DNA, Lena finished. He nodded. Yes, and now you carry the full Helix signal. If you link to the Earth core, we may be able to power up the shield grid around the planet. Something strong enough to drive them back. But how do I connect to it? Aaron smiled. We find the Nexus gate, and we're standing right above it. They rushed through a sealed door deeper into the lab. The hallway was darker here, older, with wires hanging and dust covering the walls. At the end stood a strange door round, glowing slightly. This is it, Aaron said. Lena stepped forward. The bracelet on her wrist lit up with soft blue light. The door opened by itself. Inside, a tall chamber stretched down into darkness. In the center was a floating platform, and around it symbols, glowing slowly, pulsing like a heartbeat. "This is the Nexus Gate," Aren explained. "It will link your thoughts to the Earth core. But once you connect, you must stay focused. Your mind will guide the power." Lena stepped onto the platform. The moment her feet touched it, the symbols around her lit up brighter. "I'm ready," she said. Aren nodded. "I'll protect the lab from here. You focus on the connection." Outside, the alien ship dropped a metal pod onto the mountain. It opened, and strange beings stepped out, tall, thin, with skin like silver glass. Their eyes glowed red, and they moved with quiet, sharp motions. The Threxans had arrived. They didn't speak. They didn't scan. They already knew exactly where to go. Lena stood on the Nexus platform. Lights circled her, rising slowly. Her eyes closed. The symbols moved faster, and her mind filled with strange images: stars, cities in space, a planet cracked open, and finally, a voice. "Child of Helix, do you seek command?" "Yes," she said aloud. "Earth is in danger. I need your help." Link accepted. "Connect." A burst of light surrounded her, and she felt something enter her mind. Not a machine, not a person, but a presence. Deep, ancient, and wise. She saw Earth from space. She saw the energy lines under the ground, millions of glowing threads. They all waited for her. She reached out with her thoughts. The threads responded. Back in the lab, Aren worked fast. The sensors showed movement. "They're here," he whispered. A door exploded open, and a Threxan stepped into the hallway. It tilted its head, studying him. Aren activated the defense turret. A burst of blue light hit the alien, knocking it back. But more came. 5, then 10. He sealed the inner doors. "I won't let you near her," he said, standing tall. Inside the Nexus Gate, Lena's body floated gently in the air, surrounded by rings of light. In her mind, the Earth core spoke again. "Your signal is clean. Command accepted. Do you wish to shield the planet?" "Yes," she said. "Warning, energy will pass through you. Pain may occur. I don't care. I will protect my home." The Earth responded across the globe. Ancient towers buried beneath oceans, deserts, and mountains began to rise. Some broke through the surface. Others stayed hidden but lit up underground. The sky above Earth shimmered. A soft blue dome formed, like a second atmosphere. The alien ship above the mountain paused. It scanned the new energy field. It turned, and it tried to escape. But Earth was awake now. The defense system fired a pulse, a wave of light that spread across the sky. It hit the alien ship. The black surface cracked. The red eye dimmed. In the lab, the Threxans froze. They dropped their weapons. One by one, they collapsed, their bodies turning into silver dust. On the Nexus platform, Lena opened her eyes. Her skin glowed softly. The bracelet was now part of her wrist, fused with her. She stepped down. The lights faded. Aren ran to her. "You did it," he said, breathless. "You stopped them." Lena nodded, though her face was pale. "Earth is safe. For now, but they'll come again," Aren said. "Maybe in greater numbers. Then we'll be ready," she said. "They're not the only ones watching. I saw something in the Nexus, something more." Aren looked at her with both pride and concern. "What did you see?" "A message," she said. "From the past, from the ones who created the Helix gene." She paused, her voice steady now. "They're returning." 2. The sun was rising above the mountains, but the sky was no longer blue. It glowed with a soft silver light, the energy shield still floating high over Earth. The danger had passed for now. Inside the hidden lab, Lena sat quietly on a bench. Her body felt tired, but her mind was full of light. The connection to the Earth core had changed her. She was still the same person, but stronger inside. Aaron stood nearby, checking the monitors. Most of the alien signals were gone. The Threxan ship had vanished into dust. Only the memory of its presence remained. You should rest, Aaron said gently. Lena shook her head. I can't, not yet. He looked at her with concern. The energy passed through your cells. It could have damaged you. No, she said softly. I feel fine, better than fine. I feel clear. She looked out the glass window of the lab. The mountains were quiet again. Birds flew in the sky, like nothing had happened. But something had happened, and it wasn't over. Lena turned to Aaron. While I was connected to the Earth core, I saw something, a message, not from the Threxans, but from someone else. Aaron listened closely. I saw a star map, Lena continued. Coordinates, and a face. A woman with golden eyes. She said, "You are not alone." Aaron's eyes narrowed. That must be the creators of the Helix gene, Lena nodded. Yes. They're not from Earth, but they helped early humans grow stronger. They left, but now they're returning. Why now? I think they sensed the Threxans, Lena said. And they know I've awakened the core. They sent the message for help. Aaron walked to the console and pulled up the scan logs. We did record a strange signal after you linked to the Nexus. A ship, far from Earth, but coming fast. Lena leaned in. Can we talk to them? He shook his head. They're too far. But we can reach their location with a long-range jump pod. Lena paused. Then we have to go. Aaron blinked. Go to space? Yes, Lena said. They helped us long ago. Now we must help them. They may be in danger too. Aaron didn't argue. He trusted Lena now more than he trusted the world leaders or machines. If she said there was something out there, he believed her. There's a jump station under Novamed, he said. Only a few people know about it. I can get us there. They packed only what they needed: data from the Helix lab, power cells, medical kits. Lena wore the bracelet fused to her wrist. It still glowed gently like a small star. Before leaving, she looked at the Nexus gate one last time. Keep Earth safe, she whispered. Then they left. Novamed Tower stood tall again, untouched by the chaos in the mountains. But the world had changed. The global networks were buzzing. Some people had seen the alien ship in the sky. Others had seen the towers rise from the ground. Governments were asking questions. News drones were everywhere. Aaron and Lena entered through a secret underground path. No cameras. No guards. Only a quiet hallway that led to a deep elevator. They went down. And down. Until they reached a steel door with a single word on it. Stellar Gate. Inside, the room was round and filled with white light. In the center stood a jump pod, small, fast, and built for deep space travel. Aaron activated the control panel. Coordinates? He asked. Lena closed her eyes. She remembered the star map. The golden-eyed woman had shown it clearly. A planet near a red star. A signal reaching out. She entered the location. The pod lights turned green. Ready, Aaron said. Let's go, Lena replied. The jump pod launched into the sky at full speed. It moved through the atmosphere, past satellites, and into space. Within minutes, Lena looked out the window as Earth shrank behind them. It glowed under the silver shield. Safe for now. Aaron checked the power levels. Jump in 3, 2, 1. With a flash of white light, they disappeared. The stars stretched like lines. Time bent around them. For a few seconds, everything was quiet. Then, with a soft burst, the pod reappeared near a red star. A small planet floated below, covered in green land and blue lakes. But something was wrong. Smoke, ships, and ruins. Oh no, Lena whispered. The planet was under attack. Black ships, just like the one that had visited Earth, circled the planet. Explosions lit up the sky. On the ground, strange machines marched through cities. burning everything in their path. They've already reached here, Aaron said. The Threxans moved fast. But where are the Helix ones? Lena asked. The creators? A signal blinked on the screen. Faint, but alive. There, Aaron pointed. A bunker under the forest. He guided the pod through the battle, dodging ships and fire beams. Lena held onto her seat, heart racing. One of the enemy ships saw them and followed. We can't outrun it, Aaron said. Then I'll stop it, Lena replied. She placed her hand on the pod's side panel. The bracelet glowed bright. The ship's power surged. A wave of energy burst from the pod, hitting the enemy ship. It spun, lost control, and crashed into space dust. Aaron stared at her. You can power machines? I think I can, she said. As long as they're Earth-based. You're amazing, he whispered. They landed near the forest. The trees were on fire. But underground, the bunker entrance still stood. Lena ran toward it. The door scanned her. Then opened. Inside were 5 figures. Tall, strong, glowing with golden light. One stepped forward. The same woman from the vision. She looked at Lena and smiled. You made it, she said. Lena stepped closer. Who are you? We are the Hilari, the woman said. We once guided humans. We placed the Helix gene in your world long ago. You carry its final form. Why are the Threxans attacking you? They fear what we can become together, the woman replied. You awakened the Earth core. That was the signal, Lena nodded. Then we'll fight back, together. Aaron stepped beside her. We brought data. We can help you repair your defense systems. The Hilari leader touched Lena's hand. You are more than just human now, she said softly. You are the key, the future. Lena looked at Aaron, then back at the Hilari. I don't want to be a hero, she said. But I won't let Earth fall. Or you. The rescue mission had succeeded. But a war was coming. One that would decide the fate of many worlds. And at the center of it all was a once shy girl who now carried the power of ancient stars. The stars above the red planet were no longer calm. They burned with warning, as if they knew what was coming. Lena stood on a wide balcony inside the Hilari base. Below her, the Hilari and humans worked together, repairing weapons and data systems. They moved quickly. There wasn't much time left. The Threxans were preparing a full invasion. Aaron stepped beside her. He didn't say anything at first. He just stood with her, watching. Lena broke the silence. I never thought my life would change like this. A few days ago, I was just quiet, normal. Aaron smiled softly. You were never just normal. You were waiting to awaken. Lena looked at him. Do you really believe that? Yes, he said. You're stronger than you think. You proved it. You saved Earth. And now you're giving hope to a whole planet. Lena blushed slightly, but didn't look away this time. Later, in the war room, the Hilari leader, Illyria, showed a star map. The Threxan mothership is heading toward Earth again, she said. They were testing your defenses before. Now they will bring their full power. How long? Aaron asked. 20 hours. The room went quiet. We have to go back, Lena said. We have to warn Earth and help them prepare. You will not be alone, Illyria replied. We will come with you. The Hilari ships, once hidden for centuries, would rise again. They would fly beside the humans. This time, Earth would not face the enemy alone. The jump pod carried Lena, Aaron, and 3 Hilari back to Earth. As they landed, the world below was already changing. Massive silver towers rose from the ground, part of the Earth core's awakening. Energy shields formed again over major cities. Drones filled the skies, scanning the atmosphere. But fear still spread among the people. Many had seen the alien ship days ago. They didn't know what to expect now. In the center of the capital city, Aaron called a world broadcast. Screens appeared everywhere. Phones, Buildings, even skies lit by projectors. Aaron spoke first. "People of Earth," he said calmly. "This is not a false alarm. The enemy is real. But we are not alone." He turned slightly. Lena stepped forward. Her voice was soft but clear. "I was like you. I didn't think I mattered much. But something inside me changed. I was given power, not to rule, but to protect." Then Illyria spoke. Her golden eyes looked into every camera. "We are the Halari. We once helped your kind grow. Now we return to stand with you." A wave of hope passed through the people. Not just fear anymore, but belief. The battle started before the sun rose. The Threxan mothership darkened the sky like a shadow of death. It was huge, covered in spikes and glowing with red lights. Smaller attack ships followed it, flying like insects in a swarm. But Earth was ready. The shields lit up. The towers fired beams of energy. Human jets joined the sky. Halari ships formed a golden ring above Earth. And in the middle of it all, Lena stood in a control room at Nova Med Tower. The bracelet on her wrist now connected her directly to the Earth core. Aaron stayed beside her. "You don't have to do this alone," he said. "I know," she replied. "I have you." They shared a small look, one that meant more than words. In that moment, their hearts were finally open. The final wave came fast. Threxan ships broke through part of the shield. They aimed for the main cities. But Lena raised her hand and the ground responded. Earth-powered turrets rose from the streets. Energy walls blocked enemy fire. Lena's mind guided the defense systems. Her thoughts moved faster than any computer. Aaron coordinated tech teams from the tower, keeping systems from crashing. On the battlefield, Halari warriors joined human soldiers. Their energy weapons cut through enemy machines like light through paper. Still, the Threxans were strong. One of their ships crashed into Nova Med Tower, shaking the entire building. Lena fell for a second, but Aaron caught her. "You all right?" he asked. She nodded, breathing hard. "We have to finish this." Now, she looked at the mothership. It hovered in the sky like a monster. "There's only one way," she said. "I have to link fully to the core, use its final defense. That could burn you out," Aaron warned. "You could lose everything." "I already almost lost Earth," she replied. "If this is the price, I'll pay it." Aaron grabbed her hand. "Then I'm going with you." They moved to the deep chamber under the tower, where the heart of the Earth core pulsed with green and gold light. The walls hummed with energy. Lena stepped onto the center platform. Aaron stood by the console. "Ready?" he asked. She took a breath. "Ready." He activated the link. Light wrapped around Lena. Her body rose slightly in the Von air. The bracelet glowed like a star. Her eyes turned bright. She wasn't just connected, she was the core now. She reached out with her mind and touched the mothership. Inside the alien ship, systems began to fail. Lights flickered. Weapons powered down. A voice came from the ship, deep and broken. "You are not supposed to exist." "I exist because I chose to fight," Lena answered. With one final pulse, the Earth core released a shockwave. It swept through the sky, disabling every Threxan ship. The mothership cracked, then exploded in silence. The sky cleared. Earth was safe. After the battle, the world changed. The Halari stayed to help rebuild. Earth's governments united under one banner of peace. Human tech evolved quickly with Halari knowledge. And Lena? She didn't disappear. But she didn't become a ruler either. She chose a quiet life again, this time not to hide, but to heal. She and Aaron built a new medical center, one that treated not just illness, but also taught strength and unity. People came from all over to see the girl who connected with the stars. And Aaron? He stayed by her side, always. One evening, as the sky turned gold, Lena and Aaron sat on a bench outside the center. He looked at her. "Do you miss the quiet life?" She smiled. "Not really. I have everything I need now," he laughed. "Even Emmy, especially you." They sat in silence, watching the stars above. They both knew something. The universe was wide and danger could return. But as long as they stood together, as long as humanity stood strong, they would never face it. Alone again.